Everyone keeps saying the same thing. XRP is finally entering DeFi. But what kind of DeFi are we really talking about? No native staking, no yield farming, no Ethereum-style smart contracts. So what is actually happening right now with XRP and DeFi? And why is it nothing like what most people expect? Let's dive in. For most people, DeFi means one thing: yield. You stake a token, lock it somewhere, and earn passive income. That model was built around Ethereum and later copied by Solana and others. So when people hear XRP DeFi, they automatically expect the same mechanics. But that assumption is where the confusion starts. Here's the reality. XRP has no native staking, period. The XRP ledger was never designed to generate yield through locking tokens. There is no built-in mechanism that pays you just for holding XRP. So when you hear XRP staking, it's almost always happening outside the ledger itself through external protocols. In December 2025, Firelight protocol officially launched, not as a staking platform, but as a security layer for DeFi. Firelight introduces a system where XRP can be deposited to provide on-chain insurance, protecting DeFi protocols against hacks and exploits. This is not about chasing yield, it's about covering risk. Firelight works in phases. In Phase 1, XRP holders deposit their tokens and receive STXRP, a one-to-one, fully backed liquid token. That STXRP can be used across the Flare DeFi ecosystem, swapped on DEXs, used as collateral, or added to liquidity pools. This is access, not free money. Phase 2 is where most people get it wrong. Rewards don't come from inflation or emissions, they come from real demand. In Phase 2, deposited XRP backs DeFi insurance coverage, protocols pay for protection, and that demand is what generates value for participants. Yield is a byproduct of security, not speculation. At the same time, another piece is falling into place. Hex Trust, a regulated institutional custodian, announced over $100 million in wrapped XRP, wXRP. This allows XRP to be used across Ethereum, Solana, Optimism, and more, with compliance, audits, and full backing. This isn't retail DeFi, it's infrastructure built for institutions. So no, XRP isn't becoming Ethereum. Its DeFi isn't loud, flashy, or built for degens. It's slow, structured, and security first. XRP's DeFi is about liquidity, coverage, and institutional trust, and that's exactly why it feels so different from what you expected. This is where expectations need to be reset. XRP DeFi does not promise fixed returns. There's no guaranteed APY, no set-and-forget income. Any potential rewards depend entirely on real usage, how much DeFi insurance is demanded, and who is willing to pay for it. Compare this to Ethereum or Solana. Those ecosystems rely on inflation, token emissions, and speculative incentives to attract liquidity. XRP takes the opposite route. No emissions, no farming loops, no dilution. Instead, value flows from external demand, institutions paying to secure capital already deployed in DeFi. Institutions don't chase yield, they chase risk management. In traditional finance, insurance is embedded everywhere. In DeFi, it's largely missing. Firelight targets that exact gap, offering on-chain cover backed by real assets, not promises. That's why this model speaks to funds, custodians, and regulated players. Another key difference: security-first design. Firelight launched with multiple audits, including Open Zeppelin, and an active bug bounty program. That's not marketing fluff. It's a requirement for institutional participation. Without audits, DeFi stays retail. With them, it becomes infrastructure. Of course, there are trade-offs. Your XRP is no longer sitting idle. You're exposed to smart contracts, protocol risk, and cross-chain mechanics. This isn't risk-free yield. It's a calculated trade between custody purity and utility, and that distinction matters. So, what about numbers? Returns will vary wildly depending on demand. Early estimates discussed in the ecosystem range from low single digits to mid-range percentages, not double-digit fantasies. This is closer to infrastructure yield than crypto speculation. Think stability first, upside second. This model isn't designed for everyone. It's not for short-term traders, not for meme cycles, not for people chasing explosive APY. It's built for long-term holders who want utility without selling, and institutions who need security before they deploy capital. So let's be clear. XRP isn't suddenly becoming a yield machine. It's becoming a building block. DeFi on XRP isn't about extracting value. It's about supporting systems that need protection, liquidity, and trust. And that difference changes everything. What's important is this. None of this changes XRP's original purpose. XRP was built for payments, liquidity, and settlement speed. This DeFi layer doesn't replace that. It sits on top of it. The core use case stays intact. This simply adds optional utility, not a new identity. For long-term holders, this changes one thing. Until now, holding XRP meant choosing between selling or doing nothing. DeFi introduces a third option. Use without exiting your position. Not aggressively, not automatically, but intentionally. Let's kill another myth. DeFi integration does not guarantee price appreciation. Utility does not equal instant demand, and institutions move slowly. This is infrastructure groundwork, not a hype catalyst. Anyone promising price targets based on this alone is oversimplifying reality. So what actually matters? Not APY screenshots, not influencer predictions. The real metric is adoption. How much capital uses these systems? How much DeFi coverage is demanded, and whether institutions keep showing up? That's where real signal lives. What's changing here isn't XRP's price mechanics, it's XRP's role. For the first time, XRP is being positioned as an asset that can participate in DeFi without copying Ethereum's model. No farming loops, no reckless leverage. Instead, XRP is entering DeFi through infrastructure, insurance, and security, the layers institutions actually care about. This is why comparing XRP DeFi to Ethereum or Solana misses the point. Those ecosystems grew through experimentation, risk, and retail-driven speculation. XRP is doing the opposite. Its DeFi expansion is slow, regulated, audited, and built around capital protection, not yield maximization. Less excitement, but far more durability over time. Firelight, wXRP, Hex Trust, Flare, none of these products were designed for meme traders. They exist for institutions, funds, and long-term holders who care about custody, compliance, and risk management. This explains why the narrative feels boring to some and extremely attractive to others. For long-term XRP holders, this doesn't mean instant income or guaranteed returns. It means optionality. It means XRP no longer sits idle while capital flows elsewhere. And most importantly, it means future utility that does not depend on speculation, but on real demand for security and infrastructure. XRP DeFi isn't magic. It's not hype. It's infrastructure in progress. It's about building secure systems institutions can actually trust. Slow, regulated, audited, and deliberately boring. If you want to explore the world of crypto, don't chase miracles. Educate yourself. Because in this world, a simple click can change a life, but only knowledge can protect your future.